Beneath the facade of war, an unparalleled cultural plunder unfolded. Millions of artworks, historical artifacts, and priceless treasures were systematically seized. This wasn't random looting, it was a cold, calculated operation. Art became a currency in a vast, illicit wartime economy. For centuries, armed conflicts have provided cover for cultural theft. But during World War II, the scale escalated beyond anything seen before. Behind every confiscated painting lay a family's history, a nation's heritage, brutally severed. The human cost of this cultural destruction was immeasurable. The Nazi regime weaponized art, defining degenerate pieces for destruction. Meanwhile, Aryan art was earmarked for German enrichment. The Einsatzstab Reichsleiter Rosenberg, or ERR, was the primary organization. It operated as a state-sanctioned art theft agency. Specialized art experts were deployed, not to preserve, but to identify and catalog items for plunder. This was systematic intellectual corruption. For civilians, the appearance of these teams meant impending loss, a chilling prelude to confiscation. Their homes were no longer sanctuaries. Central collection points were established in occupied territories, famously in Paris, France. The Jeu de Paume Museum became a processing hub. Teams fanned out across Europe, meticulously inventorying Jewish households and institutions. These lists became the procurement database for theft. Crates of every size were custom-built to protect the loot during transit. The packaging operation was surprisingly sophisticated. By 1944, an estimated 30,000 crates of art had moved through just one collection point. This was industrial-scale relocation. Underground resistance fighters risked everything to document the plunder. They secretly photographed the movements, driven by a desperate hope for justice. Trains became the arteries of this illicit supply chain, carrying millions of pounds of stolen heritage across occupied Europe. Their destinations were hidden. Massive natural salt mines, like Altosee in Austria, were repurposed as secure vaults. Their stable microclimates were ideal for preservation. These subterranean warehouses held thousands of masterpieces, awaiting distribution to Hitler's proposed Führer Museum in Linz. It was a planned cultural empire. The sheer scale of the theft bred a profound sense of helplessness among those dispossessed. Their cultural identity was being erased by an industrial machine. As the tide of war turned in 1945, directives came to destroy the caches. The regime preferred destruction over restitution. But brave mine workers and local resistance often defied these orders. They secretly moved or protected critical artworks, risking their lives. The end of the war revealed unimaginable caches of stolen art. The world recoiled at the vastness of the cultural devastation. Teams like the Monuments Men began the Herculean task of restitution. They recovered an estimated 100,000 artworks in the immediate aftermath. The recovery brought a bittersweet wave of hope, but many families found their pieces irretrievably lost. The wounds of absence lingered. Decades later, countless artworks remain unreturned or unidentified. The logistics of a global restitution effort continue to be immense. Over 70 years on, legal battles persist across continents. Art museums grapple with complex provenance questions, revealing hidden histories. The Nazi Art Syndicate shattered lives and plundered civilization. Its dark legacy continues to remind us that culture is never truly safe from calculated greed.